It's Coffee with Friends, and I am raw to the bone. Good morning, y'all. I am hanging in there, y'all. Um, what is this? Day 2 or day 3 with COVID? I'm hanging in there. I did get up this morning after I did a video and I detangled my hair because I looked at the video and I was like, damn, you really look busted, right? I've been laying around with my hair out and I knew it was tangled. All right. But I just didn't have the energy to untangle it. I did get up this morning and take a damn shower. All right. And then I laid back in the bed. But then after I did my video, I got the fuck up and I said, no, I need to detangle my hair because guess what? I want to look better. Maybe that will help me feel better. And so I am here. So good fucking morning. Let's see what the vibes are this morning. Y'all already know what the vibes are gonna be.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up.
Come on, y'all.
Today's gonna be a good day.
COVID, I can't let it get me down all the way down.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
Set your affirmations, aspirations.
Hey.
I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it.
One step at a time.
Set a goal you control and the steps you take them.
Come on.
I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this
all your
every day,
mistakes are
call it
education,
replication.
okay? Come on, today's gonna be a COVID and all. Today's gonna be a good day. Fuck it. Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Come on, y'all.
Wake up.
Don't let shit get y'all down. You know you gotta keep going. Keep a positive mind and a positive spirit.
I think there's a reason. Ups and downs, just like every different season.
Come on.
Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing.
What? Sometimes I'm barely breathing, but I'ma hold on.
Negative thoughts. Head full of flaws, so here come the clouds.
Get these words.
They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm not.
Y'all see me sweating, right?
Yeah, so
I'ma fake it till I make it.
Positive thoughts are overtaken. I got patience.
Hey.
One day at a time is how you operate a cadence.
Hey.
So flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes
Stay away from all the shit that causes damnation.
I live my life in my head.
I live my life in my head like a narration.
Greatness to my best, man, I'll take it.
Come on. Today's gonna be a
good day. Wake up.
Today's gonna be a
good day.
wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Today's gonna be a good day. All right. Good morning. Good morning. All right. I got up early and I did a video to check in and I looked at myself and I said, Self, you look busted. Okay. So as you can see, I did get up and at least detangle my hair. Good morning, Unclay. Good morning, Chaz. Thank you so much, Chaz. I'm feeling better than yesterday, right? So that is the best, right? As long as I feel better than the day before. I'm not fully recovered, but I feel better than yesterday and I feel better than the day before. Hey, protagonist. Cash you on YouTube. I love it. Hey, Blissfully Evolving. Hey, Georgie. This is the first time I got to hear the song from the beginning. I like the lyrics. The lyrics are bomb. Okay. They're very inspirational, and that's why I use it for the show. Right? Now I I have to use these songs for now, but I am working on an intro and an outro. And protagonist, I know you were working on it, but then Clive came in and he said he would do it for free. So I had to go with the free. I'm sorry. So his kids are working on, they have a full recording studio. And so they're working on my sound for my intro and my outro. And so I'll have my own music for my show. All right. But for now, I'm using these songs because they're very inspirational for what we do on Coffee with Friends, right? The one thing we want to tell ourselves when we wake up is going to be a good day, even when we know even when we're having a hard time, right? And I'm not saying that we don't open the doors for the bad days and we don't embrace the bad days, because we have to embrace the bad days, but even in the bad, we have to see some good, or we should try to see some good. And this is how I'm navigating through this COVID right now, because, one of the things that I say is, hey, Interior Root Squad, is, hey, Zen, good morning, is that even though I have COVID, I feel like I don't have any breathing issues. Hey, Shirley, Grand Rising. I don't have any breathing issues. And so that's a blessing, right? I don't feel any struggle with my lungs. And so that's a blessing, right? Um, but it is different from the first time I had COVID. All right. The first time I had COVID, it was in October, and it attacked my sinuses, right? And I had fever and I was fatigued and I lost my taste and my smell. This time around, um, I have my taste, right? I, I think I have my smell, right? But I don't want to eat shit. Like, I literally forced myself to chew on. I tried to eat a peach. The peach, even though I could taste it, it didn't taste the same. Ultimately, I wind up having some Progresso soup, which isn't so bad. I ate a half a can. And so, you know, I'm coming through. I'm coming through, y'all. So I got up and I said to myself, today is going to be a good day. And I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, you don't look the fuck like it's going to be a good day. So look, y'all, I detangled my hair, right? I'm still sweating. This is not menopause sweat, right? Because y'all know if I was sweating from menopause, I'd have pulled my fan out by now, right? But I can't pull this fan out on this sweat because this is the sweat, the sick sweat. This is the sweat that gives me the chills, all right? And so I don't want the fan on me, right? Hey, mother. Hey, Pat. Yes, I'm feeling better than yesterday. Um, I drank the ginger tea and elderberry. So blessed 2021. I actually have a bag of elderberry seeds in my refrigerator, and I actually boil them in the tea nets and I let it seep. So I made myself some elderberry tea yesterday, made enough for several servings, and I mixed it. I used the elderberry tea as my water base, and and then I added the ginger crystals in that. And so I did that yesterday. I have a headache. In case y'all wonder why I keep touching my head, I have a headache. um I drank that, all right, and I also drank an emergency. Okay, so I'm doing what I can. All right, I'm doing what I can. And I showered this morning because a sister was a mess. I mean, I sniffed underneath my underarms. We just talked about the underarms yesterday, right? We did, right? And my underarms was musty. That's from all the sweat, y'all. But I was sleeping in the bed by myself. So what the fuck? But this morning, I couldn't take it. I was like, no, baby, you smell a little bit musty. And so you need to get the fuck up out of this bed and you need to go take a shower because I don't even want to smell you. Okay. And so that's what I did. So I smell a little fresh right now. I don't know how long that's going to last with the sweats that I'm still going through. Y'all can see my skin is clammy, but I'm hoping that it lasts long enough. All right. Hey Wayne, good morning. Hey Soulful BBW. Hey Mishibu. Good morning. Today is going to be a good day. What the fuck is today? Thursday. Happy fucking Thursday. We made it. All right. Anything exciting that I missed during the week? I mean, I've been kind of checking in and out. Anything exciting that we want to talk about? Oh, being that I've been laying around in bed, right? I've been watching a lot of TV, and I found a really good movie that I want to tell y'all about. On Prime Video, there's a movie called, and it's not a new movie, I think it's 2020, um, but it's called The Most Dangerous Game. baby, that was a good movie on Prime. Prime be having some good movies, but it's a hit and miss. You gotta kind of dig for them. But that was a good movie. So if anybody is, looking for something good to watch or interesting to watch, take a look at the most dangerous game. I think that's what it's called. It's on Prime. It's on Prime, and it was good. It held my attention for the whole time. All right. And so that was a good one. And I wanted to share that with y'all. Hey, Angel, good morning. I share these things. Before we get into the topic, today's topic is pimp language in relationships, right? What do we mean by pimp languages? Yesterday we talked about pimp languages and the fact that a lot of men mm, like to be called daddy, right? And we talked about, protagonist came on here and he blew our mind with a question yesterday about the pedophilias, the molesters, and why do they like young people, and how our society holds on to the youth. And we shave our vaginas, we shave our underarms. We talked about that yesterday. And then we talked about how we use pimp language in relationships, right, like daddy. Why do you call your grown ass man daddy? Why? Now, for the men on here that have admitted, okay, hi, IMSL Walker, good morning. For all the men that, what is, wait, you said I'm white. They got white pimps then. They got white pimps calling your man daddy. That's a pimp language. Hey, daddy, hit it from the back. Come here, daddy. I love you, daddy. Yeah, daddy. Give it to me good, daddy. That kind of language. That's what we talk about. White folks do that shit too, Zen. Don't play yourself. I know y'all be calling each other daddies and shit. The fuck? It's okay, right? But when did we make it okay to call our men daddy? Like that, if you really think about it, it's weird as fuck. Now, I'm guilty. What's bear language in my culture? You said that's bear language in my culture. I need to know more about that, Zen. When you say bear language in your culture, what is that? Now, I'm guilty because I've called motherfuckers daddy. The fuck? Now, I'm not even going to sit on here and lie to y'all motherfuckers about the shit. I'm not. Because that's not what I'm here for. That's not what Coffee with Friends is here for. Yes, Damaris, I'm feeling better than yesterday, but I'm still I'm still pulling through. I still got a headache. Run up the comments, y'all. But I'm gonna, I have to take a pause because how I snapped on my doctor's assistant yesterday, right? So I called my doctor's office and I said I have COVID. And she was like, okay. I said, I need to know if I can qualify for that COVID medication. And she was like, no, the doctor doesn't believe in that. And I was like, you're not the doctor. Now, this is the first time I got snappy with her. When you don't feel well, your patience are short. And I was like, you're not the doctor. I need the doctor to call me. And she was like, yeah, he's going to tell you to take Tylenol. I said, ma'am, I've been taking Tylenol every 4 to 6 hours. I still have a fucking headache. I'm still fucking sweating. I have the chills. Tylenol is not helping me. Tylenol has never helped me. Okay. I need the fucking doctor to call me and tell me if there's something else I can fucking take. And she went back and forth with me. I said, ma'am, have Dr. Sahu call my ass. The fuck? Like, I hate when I'm calling to speak to the doctor and the assistants at the desk try to tell me what the fuck to do. You are not the doctor, ma'am. Okay? Tylenol is not helping. And she's like, well, I don't know what to tell you. You don't know what to tell me? I know what to tell you. Get the motherfucking doctor. Okay. And so my doctor's gonna call me today at 1 o'clock. I don't fucking need the pills now. I've had the symptoms since Monday. We're at Thursday now. I'm almost out of the incubation period with this shit, you know? But so I just wanted to share that, how I lost a little bit of patience with my doctor. Hey, good morning, Tanya. All right. So Angel said, my ex-husband and I called each other mommy and daddy, but that was only after kids. We adopted the children's names for each other. All right, so I also put that in my commentary up here on my podcast where it says some parents call each other mommy and daddy for the kids, right? Because some people believe that if they do that, then the kids will not call them by their first name. See, how I grew up was I don't give a damn, and my mother is on here. So I mean, call me out if I'm lying. I grew up in the era where if we called our parents by our first names, we were gonna get it. Okay. I didn't give a damn how many times I heard my mother's name called. I never called my mother by her first name. Never. Now, there are people out there that call their mothers by their first names. That's their business. I'm not judging. But where I grew up and in my family, we didn't call our parents by our first names. I didn't give a fuck who called them by their first names. It wasn't me. Okay. I always called my mother, mother, mommy, mother, ma, or my dad, dad, daddy. That's it. Okay? Period. They didn't have to name themselves mommy and daddy for us to know that we needed to call them mommy and daddy because we knew it was going to happen after the fact, right? And so, I do understand that there are some people that do say mommy and daddy because they have kids. But when you're in bed and you're intimate, or when you're just having a conversation with your significant other and you're calling him daddy, for the men on here that love to be called daddy, I need to hear from y'all. What is the excitement of someone calling you daddy? I want to know what that excitement is. How does that make you feel? I need the men to answer, because the women are calling their men daddy because the men like it, right? And then I'm going to have a question for the women. But for the men, I want to know, what excites you when you hear your woman call you daddy? Why does the word daddy excite you so much? Hey, Mishi Boo. Tanya said there was no option. You got smacked in the mouth if you called any adults by their first name. Tanya, listen, we know times have changed, right? We know times have changed because these kids today, the amount of adjustments that adults do in their households in these current times for these kids, it cracks me up because I was like, wait, we didn't get all those adjustments. We knew how to fuck to act. I mean, but there are a lot of people in the newer generation making a lot of adjustments for their children in the home. And I'm not judging, because there is no rule book in how to raise kids. So besides for the comfort of the children in your intimate settings, why do you call your man daddy? I want to know, motherfuckers, why do you call your man daddy? For the fellas, I need y'all to tell me why daddy excites you. And in the meantime, between time, if you're on IG, give me the hearts, because I love y'all. Okay. And I want to know that you love me too. And if you're on YouTube and Facebook, give me the like, the thumbs up, because I want to know that you were really paying the fuck attention. Okay. Hey, DJ. Hey, Privileged Beauty. Good morning. Good morning. Um, Shirley said, and will you call them daddy in front of your real biological daddy? Great question. Would you call your man daddy in front of your dad? And if not, why not? And if not, why not? That's a great fucking question. We need answers. Shirley is asking, would you call your man daddy in front of your dad? Shit. No. The fuck? My father would probably look at me and go, what the fuck? He didn't have no filter. I got my daddy's soul in his mouth. Okay? It is what it is. Yes, Angel Cousins. Georgie said that is the question. I want to see the reaction on the dad's face hearing his daughter calling another man daddy. Mm. But you know what kills me? The men that we're sleeping with, right? That are saying to call them daddy. But I wonder how they would feel if they're, here. I need a man to answer. I need a man to answer, okay? Zen said a bear is a type of gay man, typically big and hairy, but not always. That culture is usually into fetish and a sub-dom types of roles. Daddy is a large part of that and has been for decades. Okay, so like BDSM and shit like that, right? Now Zen, you said a bear is a type of gay man, typically big and hairy. I mean, okay, I love it. I just learned some new shit. And so in the gay population, the culture, right? There's a fetish. There's a fetish, subdom, but that's also in heterosexual situations, right? They have the subdoms situations there too. And I would imagine that they probably say daddy there too. Thank you so much, Zen, for pulling that out. How do we think this started? Like Zen said, this has been going on for decades, but how do we think something like this started? Oh God, I have a headache. Hey, Antoine. Damaris said, I only call one person daddy, and that's the person that helped birth me. I know that shit is right. Now, like I said, I done call motherfuckers daddy before because they asked me to. They be like, call me daddy. So I want to know, what is the fascination to the men that like to be called daddy? Any men on here today that like to be called daddy? I want to know. And would you call him daddy in front of the biological dad? Nobody on here is answering that question. Oh my God, I'm sweating. Oh, yesterday was question and assholes day. So, and I forgot to ask a question that is very important because there's a Coffee with Friends member. You can run up the comments though, but there's a Coffee with Friends member that asked the question, and I didn't get to ask it yesterday because I completely forgot. But I want to ask it today. All right. So if you can give me the leeway to ask the question today. And I'm going to need you guys to chime in with some answers because this Coffee with Friends member really needs the advice. Okay. And so I want to give her the advice. Difficult employees, co-workers. That's what I'm going to say. Difficult co-workers. Okay. Say you are on a job and you have a coworker that is training you. They've been there before you, and it's just you and that coworker, right? And the manager. And this coworker that's training you is nasty, condescending, rude, and you're having a major issue with this person. You go to your manager and you express your concern to the manager, and the manager says, "Oh yeah, I know, she's like that." How do you deal with a situation like that when you have a difficult employee? I mean, a difficult coworker that you are not getting along with, and is aware, the manager is aware that the coworker is difficult, but doesn't do anything about it because the manager says, even though she is difficult, right? She pulls in a lot of clients and she makes money for the company, right? But she's making life miserable for the other coworker, right? How would you handle a situation like that? I'm asking. This is a true question from a Coffee with Friends member that is dealing with a difficult it's a small company, Mishibu. So 9 times out of 10 their HR department is probably really small or outsourced, okay? And think about it, Mishibu. Now, now for all those that work in HR, I'm not trying to offend you. I'm not. But I've been in corporate America for a very long time. Most of my life, I've been in corporate America. All right. Damaris also says, I will go to HR, express what's going on, then whip her ass. Oh, now, for all those that know Damaris, she is not fucking lying about whip her ass. I'm gonna tell y'all something about Damaris in a second. But let me just continue this thought about HR, right? And I'm not trying to offend HR. And all my life in corporate America, the few times that I've gone to HR, them motherfuckers didn't help me. HR, in my opinion, aka assholes, okay? HR, they want you to come to them to make sure that whatever you're complaining about doesn't affect the overall health of the company. They want to make sure whatever complaint you have isn't going to turn into a lawsuit for the company. So what HR does is they simmer the issue down to a point where it doesn't get escalated and it doesn't incorporate legal action. right? They're, in my opinion, in my opinion, they are not protecting me, the employee. They're protecting the employer. They're only trying to soothe the situation out so that the employer doesn't take a motherfucking hit. I have never had a good experience with HR. I have gone to HR, written shit up for HR, all kind of shit. No, I've never gotten fired, but they ain't never did shit. Motherfuckers on my job went to HR complaining about sexual harassment, all kind of things way back in the day. Them motherfuckers, the guys that they filed sexual harassment cases against that sat in those big fucking glass offices, they still had their jobs. Yes, they were written up. Yes, the shit was in their files. Okay? Because HR was protecting themselves. Okay? But that motherfucker still sat in that glass office and he still continued to act the fucking way he wanted to act. So I don't have much faith in HR. Okay? But Antoine is saying call HR, report both as they are likely friends or both are messy. These people are not friends. My girlfriend just started this job, been on this job. Oh, now I'm dizzy. This is fucked up. Because this is the longest I've been up in 24 hours, sitting up since yesterday when I did the show. Um, but she just started the job and she's in training. So she's been there about 2-3 months. No, 2 months, because she's not even finished her 90-day. So they don't know each other. Antoine said, Antoine said, if HR don't help, ask. Then if they want to order a two-piece. I know that's right. Mishi said, that's true. HR is for the company, not for the employee. Now, that's just my experience. The fuck? Okay? Soulful said, Damaris, girl, say it with your chest. HR don't care unless you are the money maker for the company. And bam. Now that's some true shit. Now, if I went to HR and complained and I was making buco money for the company, they would do something. They would do something. Okay? But I'm telling you, HR is not it. So I'm going to tell you what I told her to do. Right? Because I've done this. I had a boss, okay, that was getting on my fucking nerves. And I went to HR and nothing was being done. So you know what I did? I told her I wanted to meet with her, right, in a conference room. Now, if y'all know the cameras, even though there's cameras in your building, there's no sound, right? So they can see your mouth moving, but they don't know what the fuck you said. Okay? I took her in the conference room and I lit her the fuck up. I told her to stop fucking with me. Okay? I told her to stop fucking with me. I don't remember all the exact words that I told her, but I broke it down for her that I'm watching her ass and I see how she's treating me and I'm not tolerating the shit. And she better stop the bullshit. Okay? It was just me and her. And so I told Coffee with Friends member, take that little bitch outside. She was like, oh, there's cameras around the bit. I don't give a fuck. They don't have no sound. Take that little bitch outside. Say, come on, let's go have some coffee or some tea. Take that little bitch outside and be like, listen, make sure her phone ain't out. Make sure she ain't recording shit, right? And let her know, listen, baby, I will fuck you up if you don't stop the bullshit. And I'm not the fuck playing. Let her know. That was my advice. Now, that might not have been good advice, but that was my advice to her. Okay. Now I'm going to go back and tell you how Damaris is and why I know she would kick the girl's ass. Damaris one time. Now, Damaris, I might not get the story completely right, but y'all still there on YouTube? Because the last time y'all ain't comment, y'all said I didn't check on y'all. So I'm checking on y'all because IG is throwing up the comments and I want to make sure YouTube is still there and Facebook is still there. But Damaris was in Dwayne Reed. Damaris, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Yes, the Dwayne Reed story, because, you know, Damaris had some kind of words going back and forth with the with the Dwayne Reed lady. And of course, Damaris opens up her water bottle after telling the girl she was gonna fuck her up or kick her ass or some shit or whatever, and threw a bunch of water on this girl behind the counter in Dwayne Reed. This is now, Damaris, was this at lunch break at work? You know, this story was told so many years ago that I don't really remember all the details, but I do remember that Damaris threw a bunch of water on this worker and Dwayne Reed, and she was for the shits. She was ready. Okay. So Damaris is no joke. Damaris will pull up with the I'ma kick your ass and execute on that. That is facts. All right. I'm just saying. Good morning, Jello. Soulful said, Uhu said, oh my God, I just witnessed a crime right in front of me. Someone stole a converter under someone's car across the street from me. Wait, what? Oh my God. Times are that fucking hard. How do you even know where the fuck the converter is? So they wait, I'm confused. How did they get under the person's hood? I'm lost. Wow. Ooh, did you call the cops? I'm just asking. Did you call the cops? I mean, the fuck? How do you know they stole it? Wow. Damaris said she was disrespectful. I slapped her with the wrapping paper. I was at lunch. Oh, it was the wrapping paper. I thought it was the water. I thought it was the water. Damaris, see, this is what I'm talking about. Damaris said the lady in Dwayne Reed was disrespectful. She slapped her with the wrapping paper and she was on her lunch break. See, she's not for the shits. I thought it was water. I'm dead. I fucking can't deal. I'm serious. I can't. All right. But I know because she always down for the get down. All right. Hey, Lulu Bells. Hey, Johnny Leon Hill. Ghost said the converter is under the car. Oh, it's under the car, not under the hood. They cut them off and run. What? Is that some new shit? Oh my God. See, I knew something was wrong with my connection because I'm not getting any comments on YouTube. But so you guys can't comment on YouTube? I need to know. Let me go over to Facebook and see if I'm still going over there. All right, I'm still going. So I guess you know, for whatever reason, the it's always some shit, y'all. It's always some shit. Everybody's hopping over to. All right, no big deal. I'm not gonna stress it right now because y'all see I'm dripping sweat right now. I can't stress this fucking live shit right now. Um, okay, right. Y'all are over here. That's cool. Um, the catalytic converter. Now, see, the catalytic converter, now I know what y'all are talking about because that shit is expensive. Now I know why they stealing that shit. Now I know why they're stealing that shit because I had to change the catalytic converter on my Forerunner when I had a Forerunner, and that shit cost me $2,000. The sweat. $2,000. So now I can see why they're cutting that shit and running. But that's actually very scary. That's actually very scary that these motherfuckers are cutting these converters and running. That's some new shit. Hey Madison. No, it's not that I'm not reading the comments. They're not coming through. I don't know why. They're not coming through over there. Um, okay, the owners called the cops. Damn. Hey Madison. Oh, you say it looked like they had a gun? Mm. Okay, I know you can see me and hear me on YouTube, but for whatever reason, it it turned off my comments. Sometimes it does that, Facebook and they get on my damn nerves. They do. They do. They do. I heard the newer catalytic converters contain a little platinum. So what does that mean? Madison said, and they stole my sin catalytic converter like 6 months ago while at work. Hit the whole sailor's block. Hit the whole sailor's block. Oh my God. So is this a thing where they're going around? I'm so glad. Listen, I'm so glad I parked my car in the garage. But I'm gonna tell you, even the garage is not safe. I had a girlfriend that lived in an Avalon community complex, and her car was parked in the garage in her parking spot. And she came down one day, and all her car was sitting on cinder blocks. So these motherfuckers came into the garage and stole her tires off her Honda Civic in the garage where she was parked. Now, she went to management, asked them to pull the cameras and shit like that, and they couldn't find anything. So I'm like, sometimes you think your car is safe in the garage and it just the fuck isn't. It's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. Oh, Ghost, you said your car don't have one? How come your car doesn't have one? The fuck? How do we know if our cars have catalytic converters? See, I'm so dumb when it comes to cars. Like, like right now, I need to take my car to get maintenance, and I'm dreading it because I don't want to do it. I don't feel like taking my car to get maintenance. I don't. Okay. But I have to do it. But how do you know if your car has a catalytic converter? Hey, I am Jacinta. Who said this happened at my job early this year in the suburbs? Damn. Damn.